Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. What I said for today's video, so it's the idea is courtesy of JMoney. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I apologize, guys. This is the first time I am doing a review since we got Cooper. And my wife, if you've missed that, she works in a different city during the week. So it's the first time I'm alone with him that I'm doing videos. So I just did this beer review. That'll be out tomorrow. It's Russian River's quadruple Belgian style ale. It's delicious. I just fed him. I get about I put him in the crate in the kitchen, and I get about half an hour till I have him out and see if he has to go to the bathroom and all that. So I'm just kind of like, do this as fast as you can. So I apologize if I'm tripping over words and stuff, and I'm realizing I'm wasting a lot of time explaining it. But anyway. It's a transition period for me. I also just got a new phone, which means a new camera, new microphone, because this is USB-C. So any quality issues you're noticing, good or bad, let me know. Or anything good or bad you notice or hear, whatever. That'd be nice feedback to have, please. But anyway, so the topic, as you can see from the title, is essentially, what do you pair beer with? And when he put that out there, I'm like, man, I've really gotten away from pairing beer with food. When I was getting into craft beer, I read up on it. I read some books. Didn't Garrett Oliver write a book, tasting beer? And I think that had some tasting pairings. So back in the day, when I was getting really into it, it was a lot of Stilton cheese, maybe some different nuts, figs, things like that. Especially a beer like this, like a quadruple ale. I remember doing a lot of Omegang beers that way, for example. Omegang's a really good example because, going there and you could get, steamed mussels that were steamed in the beer, things like that were just very natural. I've been able to travel to over 20 countries. So well, what do you recommend pairing with this? If it's a beer culture like Belgium or Germany or whatever. But, it's not interesting, but I gave up dairy about coming up on 5 years. If people send me beers with lactose, I still drink them and all that. So I haven't been eating cheese, which was like such a big one for me to pair with food. Sometimes like if I'm out and I want a beer, as long as the dish is not spicy, I almost always go with a pale ale, IPA, double IPA. I think that was Garrett Oliver. I learned that. Maybe, no. Well, who's the other guy? Maybe the tasting beer was a different author. But anyway, there was like a warning in one of the books I read, one of the articles I read, where the hops can can amp up spice. So basically to avoid that. And I've always listened to that. But if it's not a spicy dish or like spicy, those are my go-to hoppy beers with any sort of meal, like dinner time meals. But you know what I have gotten into? Because you might be, I can see someone watching this being like, so basically, dude, you're filming a video about pairing beers, and you're saying you haven't done it in a while, and the stuff you used to do it with, you're not even eating anymore. What is this video? Well, this is why I was like, I want to do this video, and I want to word it that way. You know what I still do, though, that I started back then, and I still do sometimes, is I try to pair the beer with the experience I'm having. So I'm like 3D chess guys. You guys are being basic. You're playing checkers, right? No, but pairing food with beer makes so much sense, and it's awesome. I've gone to many beer and food pairings. It's awesome. Wine food pairings also awesome. But so like recently I talked about it when I did the Daredevil beer from KCBC, and I drank a few of those watching different episodes because it's like I'm watching Daredevil. I got the official Daredevil beer. I'm doing that. I remember getting Le Fin des Mondes, The End of the World. It translates to in English. And I remember drinking one of those while I was reading a bunch of Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. I'm like, oh yeah, like that makes sense. The end of that, right? The end of this. So I kind of try to do that. I'm trying to think of other ones I did lately. And again, sorry, this is like super rushed, just getting my bearings. How do I do all this stuff with a puppy in the house and stuff? So I didn't put in a ton of research. I used to think of these I think about these a lot walking Bruno. Cooper, I'm still teaching how to walk, to want to walk, further than half a block. Not even half a block. I mean, half, like if a block, right, or typically a block is 4 sides. He's up to half of one side of a block, and he's like, I think I want to go back. So I haven't had a lot of time to like think about this stuff, but there are definitely other ones I'm forgetting, and I apologize. Here's one. Like I was on spring break, we got Cooper. I wasn't drinking much just because I wasn't getting a lot of sleep. I'm still not getting a lot of sleep because he keeps waking up in the middle of the night. But I was like, it's the last day of my break. I'm having a heady topper. Like I'm just like, I'm gonna celebrate with something. I didn't review it. I bought a 4-pack and reviewed one anyway. But I'm like, I'm going to have kind of a special beer to mark the end of break. But I also don't want to open up like the brewery, right, and like drink that and then have to go teach the next day after not drinking for like a week. So I do try to be like, oh, is this celebratory? Which does go against things I've been trying to do. It's just beer. Drink the beer you have. I'm trying to do that. Hence Cellar Saturday, sometimes Cellar Sunday. But anyway, bear with me. I hope that video was this video was worthwhile. As always, for me, the bigger thing, like, yeah, I give my thoughts. It's cool. But like, what do you guys pair your beer with? Like, what foods, what style of beer, or specific, like this beer specific? I buy Oberon and then I immediately go and get this food to eat with it or whatever. Or like, are you like me where sometimes it's more the experience? You're at a picnic and you like this kind of beer or whatever. Or if you're at a concert, it's just for whatever. I mean, obviously like low ABV beers at a concert or whatever. But anyway, what are your thoughts? I've rambled enough. I gotta go check on Cooper. Comment section below. Let's get those conversations going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untappd. It's No Hype beer reviews of both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe. And most importantly, I'm not super in tune to this right now. I gotta get back into the habit. Cheers.